All right, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Yesterday we talked about this man's video, what he said. You remember the video that he caught and joined a lot of things, and just to blackmail Mas Namorikano on an attempt to validate the fact that he's a saboteur. Because he said that Mas Namorikano and PM are the problem of LLing. These are people championing the Anibo Gademma. Anibo Gademma. Nobody's against Anibo Gademma, to be honest. I am a supporter of it. I want it to be, habitable for everybody. But the way I have issue with them, like I always tell you, is this idea of Mas Namorikano is the one that causes insecurity, buying of people, and all that. It's not true. And I'm not saying that people are not committing crime. What I'm saying is that Mas Namorikano shouldn't hold him responsible to a crime of another person simply because you perceive or you think that he is the one that sent them in terms of what? Do you understand? Just like you now, you send your children, you send your son to school to study in university or any tertiary institution. Your son maybe, let's say 18, 16, 17, thereabout, even 20 something years. In that school, he decided to join secret court and start committing crime. Remember, you send your son to school to study, not to join secret court or to join bad boys. And your son started committing something there, and police, instead of police to arrest your son, they started looking for you, the father that sent him to school. To not only to arrest, but they started demanding your head that they should hang you because you sent your son to school. Does it make any sense? So when we talk about, when you say this is what you say, we are not saying it out of emotion or trying to be. It's not sentimentally based. We just want to put it out there the way it's supposed to be, but some people don't understand it. Now Jovica said something yesterday, not that he said, he played something yesterday rather, and I want to start this broadcast or this video from that video of Jovica yesterday. So pay attention, pay close attention to this.
If I open my shop, this is what will happen until your brain will be on the floor. Then your eyes will open. Anybody that takes out Wike will get 100 million. It's set aside. If you do it and I don't give you 100 million, then you know I am not a human being, but I'm an animal. Wike is 100 million. Anybody who can take him down, 100 million, dead or alive, 100 million on the head of Wike.
Yorubas on one side sucking our blood.
So I just want to play this part. 100 million for the head of Wike. This statement of Mas Namorikano, he made this statement after Wike placed bounty on Mas Namorikano. Some of you have forgotten that Wike placed bounty on Mas Namorikano. And that bounty is the reason why Mas Namorikano also placed bounty on him. I could remember he doubled it. So I can't remember the figure that Wike mentioned that time. But it's either 50 because then he said 100. I could remember he doubled the price of Wike when he made that statement. Somebody placed bounty on you and you place bounty on the person. Double the amount, the figure. And immediately he made that comment, Wike, Wike and some governor like the one of Imo State and the rest of them are the one that facilitated the kidnapping of Mas Namorikano. Many of you don't know that, but that's what I'm telling you now. They are the one. There's no way their hands are clean from the kidnapping of Mas Namorikano. Wike tried his best to put down Mas Namorikano. So this video is not about. I'm not here to play what we played yesterday. No, I want to share something with you. But just understand that with Jovica bringing it up, thinking that people will go, wow. No, we still recall the genesis of that broadcast. What happened? Of course, I'm not sure that he's aware of this. Maybe he's aware or he's not. But the Ikenga, who happened to be part and parcel of the IPOB then, is the one that concocted this audio. I just edited everything and put it out there. Of course, share it to this woman, knowing fully well that he don't receive for himself. Pay close attention because we are going somewhere. All right, we are going somewhere. Now, The video before you is a post made by this guy called a Season Observer. But why I have to follow it up, because he actually said the truth here. Okay, in terms of what Wike did, if you pay close attention, in fact, let me expand it properly so that it will be very, very clear to you. All right, on your screen now, just focus on your screen. You can see the picture here. What you are seeing here on the floor is Osundi Madu, Ndi Bulewu, na Port Harcourt, under Wike as a governor. So when you talk of like Jovika and Ikenga and all of them, Ikenga is with IPOB when this massacre was carried out. Simon Ekpa matter. Simon Ekpa is killing our people, like the DOS are shouting. You see, this life, if it's just no Sudi Madna. Come closer so you say it, you see it very, very well. If you in Africa Delta this Fenty, it's because of the community guideline. Otherwise, we would have seen I would have show this to you in a raw, in a kind of raw the way it's supposed to be, or the way it is. But we have to use this picture to show you, for you to have idea of what happened in Obibo. People have suddenly forgotten 2020 Obibo massacre by then Governor Nelson Wike. Are you following it? The same thing that Imo State trying to do or did, but you now see people who work with IPOB when Obibo, because this Obibo massacre has to do with the movement of IPOB. The Wike was not happy that Biafrans are gaining momentum or have voice in the River State, and he targeted Obibo where he perceived to be Igbo dominated a community. He went there and buy people, men, children, women, and whatever. This is not just killing of one person. This is pure massacre. Now, people that work with the IPOB when this thing was carried out, and I'm telling you that Simon Ekpa, Ekperima, is one causing security in our land. Ekperima is one Ekperima is the reason why there's bloodshed in our land. Even the guy that made the post, he says, Citizen Observer, is part and parcel of those. Now he's not telling you people have suddenly forgotten. You are the one that forgot. Because for you to ignore these killings and start labeling PM, this and that, now, if you don't know, no. These people that they massacred here is under IPOB watch. They watched it, which MF4 of this world. Are you getting the point? There are all these people telling you, if you pay anybody laugh, or sit at home, a will block away for we press aside for market. Our women selling vegetable. They don't talk about Obibo massacre anymore. Oh, you may say that was in River State. Oh, in Imo State, they have massacred people more than what they massacred in Obibo. In Imo State alone. Under also the mass watch as a governor of Imo State. So when you see them talking, don't forget how the whole thing started. Don't forget how the whole thing started. Now let's go to the write-up from this guy who actually understand what happened then, but pretending, and he's trying to have voice. He said, "This is my hometown, and I know the families of 50% of the youth that was killed, that was massacred on our life here. In fact, the Nigerian army was going going house to house by midnight, picking young men from 15 to 50 years, taking them to boarding camp and they buy them and throw them inside Imo River." You get the point. The question is, this person that 50% of the youth that was spied, he actually know them in person. He actually know them in person. But guess who is not talking? Simon Ekpa is the reason why Ejuwegbu at all. Now, after massacring their people, their colleague, IPOB, after IPOB, sorry, after massacring people, guess what they did? They're now calling Nigerian army to go after their their own, who is working with PM, Biafran Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. They started calling people to go. No. Ekperima is that. This is how they roll. But they have forgotten that there was a time their colleague was massacred. They were all massacred in Obibu, in Emene, in Onitsha. In Imo State own is uncountable. In fact, the method of massacring going on in Imo State now is on reports. Nobody reporting it anymore because they massacred that and quickly cover it because they want to use that to jail Simon Ekpa. Now, the same tactics they use against Simon Ekpa, DOS and all these people, the same tactics they use is what Udele and their colleague are using now against Mas Namodokan. That is why that hand that you think that only you can use to report or to damage anything or to do one or two things can also be used against you. This is why we say what you say, that fighting yourself cannot give you what you want. It can't give you what you want. Look at people. Look at people they are massacred here under next week. We care who claim that he's not Igbo man, yet he's after Igbo man. Some of you may be like, we can massacre because he's not Igbo. He's Hobos of the man, not an Igbo man. Hobos of the man, the week, we can boo, but the Kehobu Nebu, about Belly fell, not the small thing. Imo State and River State on that weekend, where do you have more killing? If you ask me to rate, I will rate Imo State. Not because of any other thing, but because he want to prove a point. And these two governors are the ones that have made sure that IPOB, when you hear IPOB prescribed the group, they are one of the people. Not that it's not only them. The other people, of course, followed. But they are all politicians. After labeling them, today, all the crime they committed, they are now pushing it to PM, to Simon Ekpa. And they are trying to do the same thing to Masamundukan. That's why Jovika is playing the voice that we played just a few minutes ago.
The Yoruba pastor is an idiot.
All these things.
Wike is 100 million.
Nothing happened for nothing. In this life, nothing happened for nothing. I just want to remind you how the whole thing started so that you will not be carried away. For newcomers or latecomers, you have chance to understand the evil carried out by next week and many other people, those governors, current governors and past. In few months to come, they will start copying some killing going on that most of them are facilitating, labeling it on Dr. Ngozi Arabeza that she is one. I'm not here to tell you what. I'm not a prophet. I'm not here to tell you what you are not used to. But you know what I'm talking about. But you may not want to accept it now because somehow you see yourself different from USB. You know that I understand. But truth is good to be told. You need to accept it the way it is. The way it is. You may ask, why is sitting observer of all people? Why is he now? What has changed? Why is he now reporting something, this kind of news? I thought Mazen Simon Ekpa are the one, doing everything. He's the problem. I thought he's the problem. So you now realize that he's not the problem. That the problem is not only one-sided. PM, like I said, is not against any Igbo person. He is not killing anybody. But some people are killing people just to have picture and what they have to say to label it on him. That is why when you see Iken Gurago and Jele speak, I don't know, it's called Udele. When you hear them talking or see them doing what they're doing, you may be like, why are they doing it? Why are they doing this kind of thing? DOS started it, and they are the one actually, facilitating all that people that are promoting this nonsense, trying to blackmail the leaders and everything just to achieve what I don't know. If not them, ask yourself this question: why is it so easy for people to attack Mass Nnamdi Kanu and get away with it? Because DOS, they can't fight, because if they do, those fighting Mass Nnamdi Kanu may stand a chance to expose them to to their own lies against Master Samarepa. But remember, when you support injustice, of course, is awaiting you. It's a matter of time. It's a matter of time. Because in as much as you are labeling all this nonsense against Simon Ekpa, against Master Nnamdi Kanu, thinking that they are innocent of the crime that you are perpetrating on them, that you are pushing on them, that you are trying to tag them to, just because you want to see them no more. You want them to be sent to the judgment. You want them to be unalive because of a crime that you know that they did not commit. But because you use your voice, you add your voice and bring everything for them to use that against Simon Ekpa, Biafra Prime Minister. To you, it is normal. If I am allowed to advise you, I will tell you to retrieve your steps. It is very, very dangerous. And remember, blood is involved. Please tell me what to think about it. God bless you, and make sure you like the video. Obibo Massacre is still fresh in our mind. God bless you, and bye-bye for now. Take care.